police say that the man accused of killing 7 people and shooting dozens more at a parade in Illinois seriously considered carrying out another attack. And according to prosecutors, he confessed to the mass shooting. Adriana Diaz is in Highland Park, Illinois, with an update on the investigation.
Good morning. Investigators say the suspect allegedly planned this shooting for weeks. More charges are expected to be filed, including for attempted murder. Federal charges could also be filed. But we're also learning more about the gut-wrenching decisions parents had to make to protect their children.
It was almost as though a light switch flipped and everyone just started running for cover.
Dana and Gregory Ring grabbed their 3 children and ran for their lives. Gunfire erupted at the Highland Park 4th of July parade.
The energy just really changed quickly from smiles to just screaming and then again, pop, 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 pop.
In the chaos, the Rings say they found themselves caring for a toddler.
He was saying, "Mommy, Daddy," so I went back up to look for his mom and dad, and then I saw the scene. Carnage.
The little boy turned out to be a 2-year-old whose parents, Irina and Kevin McCarthy, were among the 7 people killed in the shooting. Witnesses say the boy's father died shielding him. According to investigators, the gunman picked July 4th because he had an affinity for the numbers 4 and 7, but they wouldn't get into his possible motive. Despite previous encounters with police, he was able to legally purchase 5 firearms, including this one authorities say was found in his car. Investigators say after the gunman unleashed at least 83 bullets on the parade, he had roughly 60 rounds left and seriously contemplated carrying out a second attack at a celebration in Madison, Wisconsin.
Indications are that he hadn't put enough thought and research into it.
The suspect was later apprehended after returning to Illinois.
He admitted to what he had done.
Children should not be running from 4th of July parades in the Midwest or anywhere.
The Rings are frustrated and furious this was able to happen in the first place.
The only issue that every single community in America has in common is gun violence.
We just know something different has to happen, and it has to happen now.
A detective arrived at the Rings' home to pick up the little 2-year-old boy. They had to put a car seat into the squad car. He was later reunited with his grandparents. As for the suspect, his next court appearance is July 28th. Adriana Diaz, CBS News, Highland Park, Illinois.
So for more on the shooting investigation now, I want to bring in Jake Sheridan. He is a reporter for the Chicago Tribune, and he's been on the ground covering this story all week in Highland Park. So listen, Jake, you covered yesterday's bond hearing for the suspect. It was via Zoom. It was the first time that we've seen him since the shooting. What did you notice during that hearing?
Yeah, Robert Crimo appeared quiet. He didn't say much. He was facing down for a lot of the hearing, and he only really told the court that he didn't have an attorney, so he was given a public defender.
So, Jake, you heard Adriana talking about how the suspect allegedly thought about carrying another shooting. You know, I think a lot of people who are watching the story play out in the aftermath of this horrific shooting are just really wondering about parents, family, other people who might have seen or any indication. I know that we had the lawyer in Adriana's piece yesterday, Anne-Marie, who represents the family of the suspect, who said, you know, they just loved their son. They just, you know, thought he was eccentric, but he liked music. I mean, look, you know, I just find it very, very difficult to believe that that there was nothing, absolutely nothing, that anybody who was close to this suspect did not realize. What are you hearing just through your own reporting and talking to sources on the ground about that? Because I just think a lot of people are just sort of scratching their heads over that.
Yeah, Crimo's neighbors are saying that he was a quiet kid, kept to himself. A lot of them didn't even know him. But we also do know that police and family members knew that he had had some issues in the past. We know that in April 2019, he had a suicide attempt that police learned about. We also know that in September 2019, he had told his family members that he would, quote, kill everyone. And family members reported that to the local police, who came in and took away a couple of knives, a dagger, and a sword from Crimo's house. They also alerted state police that Crimo presented a clear and present danger. State police still issued Crimo a couple months later an FOID card, which allowed him to purchase firearms in Illinois. And his father signed off on that application because he was under 21. He had to have a sponsor. We also know that in the violent social media posts and the violent music videos that Crimo posted, other people probably saw this. And at least one music video that I saw and was disturbed by, someone else was clearly filming. So there were hints.
Yeah, Jake, I'm glad that you brought that up because I was looking at some of the videos too, and I was like, who's behind the camera?
Right.
You know, it's not a stationary camera. They're moving around.
Yeah.
He knew someone well enough to say, can you do me a favor, buddy?
Yeah.
And
here
are the lyrics.
And the other thing about that, Anne-Marie and Jake, is let's remember that Illinois is not like Texas. They have stricter gun control measures in place than a state like Texas.
And they have red flag laws that are not used.
So it's just striking to me when people say, well, we don't want to go the way of New York or Illinois, but even in a state like Illinois, somebody who's had these issues, these encounters with the police, was still able to buy these high capacity
So that actually
weapons.
brings me to my question, because a lot of people are like, what do you mean? He was known to police to a certain degree. He was too young to get a firearm on his own. He needed, a secondary signature from his dad. Was anything missed is the question. And what we're learning more and more is it seems like all the policies, all the laws that were put in place worked exactly as they were intended to, and they weren't able to stop this.
That's what it seems like so far, but I think that's something that we're going to learn a lot more about and get a better sense of in the coming weeks.
So listen, before we let you go, because you're in the community, you can hear, Vlad and I talking about this, and I think as we covered it over the 4th of July, there was shock, there was horror, and then there's just, a little bit of anger. And so I'm wondering, that's for us. We don't live there. What is it like for the people in Highland Park?
Yeah, I've heard the word grief. I've seen incredible acts of love in this community. And the new word I'm hearing now is anger. I think people are upset. They are upset that a community member did this in such a loving space, in such a connected space. They're upset that he was able to get an assault rifle and do this. I think that the community will continue to move through different modes of feeling. I spoke with a woman yesterday while she was working, and she had ran toward the victims after the shooting. She was at the parade, and she ran towards the fire after it happened. And, she told me about how she was trying to help people as they died. And she saw just some really horrific things. And she was at work 2 days later. And, I think that this community feels like it needs to respond. It needs to get back into somewhat normal daily life, but this trauma will remain. The community is shattered, and it's going to have to piece itself together in a new way.
Yeah. Jake Sheridan, thank you very much for joining us. Thanks for your reporting.